Hey YouTube, this is Pokemon Home Update Gen 1 Edition. I went ahead and jumped into the Virtual Console because I did a Pokemon Home kind of review or look at a few months ago and realized that my Pokemon didn't all have my owning trainer name. So I went ahead, I chose Derek, which is my name, as my owning trainer ID, and that's what I'm going to get all of my Pokemon with to get my living dex completed. I did kind of tweak it a little bit for Gen 1 because you can't get Jinx and Mr. Mime. Um, Actually, in the game, you have to trade for them, but you'll see that in the video itself. I did look at this live at twitch.tv/Schneider2010. So if you want to see this kind of stuff live, definitely follow me over there. If you want to watch live and get a shout out, so you don't want to follow me now, but you want to follow me when I'm actually live, jump into the Discord down below. You could also jump over to Twitter and follow me at Schneider2010. You could jump over to Facebook if you're on Facebook, and it's Schneider2010 Gaming is the page to follow, and I post when I go live on all three of those platforms. But thank you for clicking on into this one. I hope you guys enjoy this Gen 1 review, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the Gen 2 review when that comes out after I finish it up. Do enjoy your day and enjoy the video. Hey YouTube, welcome on into our Gen 1 Pokemon Home Update. So, the last time I did this, my Pokemon were all out of whack. I didn't have them all with my name, and they didn't have the little icon. So let me show you what I mean here. We'll jump in just to Pokemon Home. I'm not worrying about transferring any of these Pokemon. So let's look at this here. I am streaming this, of course, live at Twitch, so we're gonna talk to chat while we do it. YouTube, sorry if you feel left out. You can always jump on over to twitch.tv/Schneider2010 to join us live. But here we go. I put them all in the last section here. I'm going to need to change that around some. Oh, 193. Oh, I'll explain that here in a minute. Gen 1. So, all of these, you can see at the bottom there that it's got my trainer ID is Derek. And let's actually, or my name. Check summary here. You can see owning trainer is Derek. The IDs will be different because for the starters, I got 2 sets of starters in Pokemon Yellow. And then for each of the other 3, I restarted Pokemon Blue for 2 of them. And I went through Pokemon Red. So that's how I got all of the starters. And you've got that little Game Boy icon there at the top. That's to let you know that it actually came from the Virtual Console on the 3DS. They actually track that. So that's what I want to do. So for Gen 1, it'll be the Game Boy icon. For Gen 2, it will be as well. And I'll have to get a couple other Pokemon from Gen 1 to through that. But we can see here all of our box 181, or essentially box 1, Pokemon 1 through 30, have that little icon with the trainer ID Derek. And they're all from the Virtual Console there. I didn't go natures, and I didn't do gender differences. I'm going to do gender differences in Gen 2 because you couldn't see genders in Gen 1, so they didn't exist until Gen 2. So that was my logic there. So again, here's a full another box here. All with that little icon you can see down in the bottom right next to ENG and all the symbols. With the Game Boy icon showing you that these are all legitimately caught by me. Moved from the Virtual Console through Pokemon Transporter into Pokemon Bank, and then from Bank to Pokemon Home. Also, when we check summary, I'm going to just do it on Alakazam. Ignore the date because my 3DS had been dead and off for probably like 3 years before I cut it on to do this. And I forgot to change the date, so I did not get these in 2011. I promise these were all gotten here recently in the last probably month or so. But anything I could get in Pokemon I don't even know what that square is. Oh, weird. I wonder, does that mean it has a gender difference, or that I hit the wrong button on it? Who knows? If anybody knows, drop it in the comments or let me know here in chat. What that red box on the top right below Gengar, what that means, because I have no idea. Why does Gengar not have one? I don't know. Let me know. It should all be the same. It's got the same trainer ID and everything, so I don't know. Weird. Anyway, yeah, we could see they were all met. They've all got, well, now they have abilities, but they didn't initially. Ooh. So these are the two that I'm gonna have to get in. It's the label. I thought the labels were at the bottom underneath the Pokemon, not on the top. But you can see these are named. So the Mr. Mime and the Jinx are named. I had to trade for those. They're the only two Pokemon that you literally can't catch in any of the Gen 3 or Gen 1 virtual console games from the United States. And unfortunately, I'm not in Japan, so I couldn't get the Japanese code before the market shut down. So I didn't realize I would have had to buy that. So I will have to get those in Gen 2 with my original trainer ID, as well as the gender differences. All that are transferred in bank to home have a label. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I will have to check that out in the mobile app. Cool. Thanks, chat. Running through the Pokemon. Put Reddit for the win. And these right here. So that's all of the Pokemon with my trainer ID that I got through the virtual console. We can see this one is not. This Mew does have my name, my trainer ID. Original trainer is Derek. That ID number, but you can see the symbol at the top over there is different. It's not the Game Boy. So this one is the one that you get in Platinum, not Platinum, in was the Pearl, Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond. This is the one you get in the Flower Town. So I got that one. You could see on June 16th with my trainer ID, because it's the only Mew that I can get legitimately with my trainer ID in a main line game. I'm not getting them in Pokemon Go. And then for these two, so these are special. You can see they do have the Game Boy. I will link AustinJohn's video because it's what I followed down below for YouTube. For Twitch chat, I'll go ahead and throw it in Discord later if you want to try it out. If you have the virtual console games. But I ended up doing the 8F glitch, I guess you would call it, because it's programmed in the game, but it is something you have to do separately. Hey, Lord Chimchar. I hope everything's going all right with you. But I wanted a Mew with the mark at the top. So I got a regular and a shiny Mew with that little mark, the little Game Boy mark at the top. So that way I could say I've got them. All of these Pokemon, while they show caught in a Pokeball, I can promise you I did not. It's going well. It's going well. Just kind of showing off my Pokemon home here through Gen 1. Of course, I was explaining these two, Jinx and Mr. Mime, I'll have to get in Gen 2. But to show you all that... Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Cancel. Wrong button. Wrong button. All of my Pokemon... So I do have a legitimate full national Pokedex. So all of these boxes are full. I am actually missing some from the latest generation. I'm missing Iron Treads and Miraidon legitimately in the box that are mine. But yes, yeah, I do have a full Gen 1 living dex. As of right now, I'm working on Gen 2 through the virtual console, and I'll move that up. And then Gen 3, I will actually do in Alpha Ruby and our Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Geez, I can't even say what games I'm doing it in. So hopefully I can get that done, and then maybe I'll move into a form dex. I don't know if I'll ever do a shiny dex. I don't have the patience for that. But for the YouTube part of this, thanks for the bits. That's awesome. I'm glad to see that, and I thank you for the congratulations. And I said I would explain the Jirachi. The Jirachi I've put in the box that it needs to be in for where it needs to be for later. That's another one. It's got my trainer ID from the Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond. So I'm working on it slowly but surely, and then hopefully I can just switch it on over and get everything over here with my original trainer ID. So you can see like Haley's Mew. I still got the event Mew instead, so yeah, right. It's not a full form dex, but YouTube, thanks for jumping on in. I hope you enjoyed our review of my Gen 1 living dex.